Hello and welcome to this video. So this is the first video of the series that I'm building on this channel. So this is the project about building UI components in React and Tailwind CSS. So in this first video we will be setting up our React project with Tailwind CSS. So let's first go to our Tailwind CSS. So what is Tailwind CSS? So Tailwind CSS is a framework in which we already have a bunch of CSS classes or pre-made, so we don't need to write our CSS classes. So there are a lot of CSS classes that are already pre-made, and we can use those CSS classes and create our UI however we like. Okay, so it is very customizable. Okay, so anything, there are a lot of inbuilt colors also provided, and if you need a specific color that can be also used, and you can go through Tailwind CSS documentation. Once we will be going through it throughout this series multiple times. So if you see, we can build this kind of UI, this kind of UI. They have provided a multiple examples, and they are in these ones they are not using any customization, and in our project we will also try not to make any customization. So we will try to make as less customization as possible. So our components that we will be building will be copy paste, so anyone can copy the component and use it in their project to make their website faster. So let me just start a React project with the create React app. So I will be using npx create React app Tailwind UI-HUB. That is the name of the project I have chosen. Okay, so our project is ready. Okay, let me close this window and I'm going to open this in the VS Code. We will not be using much of the React functionalities. Mainly this project is for UI components, so we will be looking into UI. So first in our readme, let me just get rid of all this and put the name Tailwind UI-HUB. Okay, so to get started with this, let me start this project. So meantime, let's make some cleanups. So we will not be using this app.css file. Let me delete it. And this is our index.js. In our app.js we already have some code, so let me remove all of it and let me use this. This is the snippet I'm using to just create a clean function. So you can see our app component is loaded here, so it just says app here and our server is running. We will not be using this. So let me do some more cleanup, and this setup.test, we will not be writing any test in this project. And let me get rid of this logo file also. Go to index.js and let's see if something is getting imported here. Okay, web vitals, let's keep it for now. Okay, so this is our project and it's up and running here. Let's integrate Tailwind CSS. So this is our tailwindcss.com. Let's go click on get started and take the framework guide. Okay, and we will be using it with our create React app. So they have provided us the steps we need to go through to set this up. Okay, so first thing is creating npx create React app. We have already created this app, and cd project, we have opened this project already in our Visual Studio, and let's go to this. So next thing is we will be installing our Tailwind CSS. Okay. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. Let me open a new shell. Okay, so let me paste it, npm install -d tailwind. So this d represents we will be installing our Tailwind CSS as our development dependency. So if we go here in our package.json file, in our package we can see the dependencies we have is react dom, react scripts, and we don't have any dev dependencies right now, but after this installation is done we will be able to see our Tailwind CSS and dev dependencies. So Tailwind CSS is installed and you can see like we have our dev dependencies added here as a Tailwind CSS. Okay, so let's go back to the website, and next step is we will be initializing our Tailwind CSS. So this will create a configuration file for our Tailwind CSS. So let's paste it. Okay, so Tailwind configuration file has been created. So here we can see we have a new configuration file, tailwind config.js. So let me put this down. So you can see we have this empty configuration right now. Okay, so let's go back to our site. So here we need to provide the content that the Tailwind CSS will look for the CSS files. Okay, so we have this content. I can just copy this, go here, and we have this content here. Let me paste it. So we'll be looking in the source folder all the JS file, JSX file, and if TypeScripts we will be using, so TS and TSX files. So that is done. And the next thing will be we will be providing the base utilities of Tailwind CSS in our source index.css file. So let me copy this, go to index.css. Okay, so can remove this old CSS that comes with the create react tab, and we can add the Tailwind CSS here. Okay, so next thing is nothing, we can just start our application and we can add these classes, and we should be able to see these classes directly. So let's go back to our app.js. Inside this div, add. So as you can see, I have added this h1 tag with these classes that are pre-built with the Tailwind CSS. So we will go in lot of classes, and as you can see it comes here. So we didn't add these classes, but they are available to us to use. So that's it guys. So our project is ready with the Tailwind CSS installed. So we will be able to use all the classes provided by Tailwind CSS just by adding this. And thank you, and we'll meet in the next video.